video talking about my little baby Melon here, but I decided I would change her since today is Monday and I decided to start my own little theme. Since nowadays people are coming with themes every 5 minutes, I decided to do my own thing here on my channel because there is no theme yet that would suit this thing of mine, and that is my blue, love for a blue color, ladies. So I decided that I would start this thing on my channel. If you guys would like to join, you are more than welcome. I'm going to call it Monday Blues. I already did one segment, and I decided that I would just make this kind of like a tradition every Monday, or every Monday that I have time, to do Monday Blues. And I have actually another outfit ready to put on Melon, but since I opened my little package from Susie, Ruby Rose Reborns, I discovered that she sent us two beautiful pieces, and I absolutely love that bubble romper. But that one I may use for Sunday best, so I'm going to put this little set on her instead, because it's still August, but summer is coming to the end, unfortunately. So I'm going to put that on her, and Charlie's still snoozing on her little leg. Look at that, guys. And as you can see, guys, yes, you can, everybody who guessed that this is a little Jellycat, you guys were right. I just can't believe this. I'm going to tell you this story. I know how to, a lot of ladies here in the community have been collecting these little guys, and as much as I love them, I thought, okay, so many people have them, and I don't really use a lot of toys, so I thought maybe I'll just skip little Jellycats. So I was going through, well, I have one that I shown you. That's a really old type. It's a vintage bunny Jellycat. It's actually little Ella's little favorite toy. And I got that one at Goodwill, guys. And I had no idea it was a Jellycat. It was so cute, and it was gray, which is my favorite color, right after blue. So I got that one. I was washing that thing a few months ago, and when I took it out of the washer, I wanted to see the instruction if I could put it on a tumble dry in my dryer on a cool setting or no. And then I see, oh my gosh, this is a Jellycat. I saw it right there on that tag saying, and exactly the same thing happened this weekend, guys. I got this little guy together with little Dumbo stuffed animal months ago. I think it was, I don't even remember where I got it. It was a second-hand purchase. It was one of the thrift stores. I'm not sure if it was one of those sales that goes on twice a year that I go to, ladies, but I'm pretty sure it was the thrift store. Now, you can see me brushing him a little bit. So I was looking for an item. I sold shoes on eBay a few days ago. So I was digging those shoes up on Saturday, actually. I was looking for the shoes, and I discovered a little bag. I'm like, what's in this bag? And there was the little Dumbo stuffed animal and this little guy, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this little guy. I think it's a donkey. He's absolutely precious. I love the color. So I'm like, I'm going to wash him. He was not dirty or anything, but I wash all of my toys when I get them, like secondhand. my stuff is, I don't get a lot of toys secondhand, okay guys. When I go to a thrift store once in a blue moon, I just don't look at the toys and stuff, is because they collect dust, and I don't have any children, and Charlie's really not into these guys. But for some reason, I noticed this one, and I saw the little Dumbo and few others, and I grabbed this little guy. He was really cheap, I bet, you know. So I got him, and yes, on Saturday when I was digging those shoes up, I found this little guy. So like, he really reminds me of something. He really reminds me of these Jellycats. So I took them upstairs, because I have it in my downstairs in my basement office room. That's where I have my merchandise for sale. So I take him upstairs together with a little Dumbo toy. And look guys, I read the tag, I'm like, no way, this is a Jellycat London. Isn't he the cutest little thing? So I thought, okay, I will give him to Malin and to Lulu, because they're my bigger girls, and he's not exactly the smallest guy. So I'm going to just position him here. I'm going to put Malin into this set, as I said. And I haven't been on for the whole week, ladies. I was really busy last week with work, to the point of exhaustion. I really spent the day yesterday with my headache. I really spent it on a couch just watching TV. I watched few movies that Mike had saved for the fall and winter, because we don't really watch a lot of TV, guys. Usually when we get home during the week around like 8-ish, sometimes 9 some days. So we just, you know, take a hot shower, we have a dinner sometimes when it's not way too late. I go for a walk with Charlie, of course, and then we always want to watch a movie, but Mike always falls asleep on a couch before I get there. So only during the weekends we watch. And our favorite show this summer has been Three Musketeers. European show, Three Musketeers. I think it's a co-production between Germany, French, UK. There's a lot of great actors. Not really famous actors here, but really fabulous. I mean, all the characters are played so nicely, guys. Three Musketeers. And so we've been watching that, but this weekend I kind of wasn't in a mood, because I was falling in and out of sleep. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm in a mood for some movie. But he put on The Perfect Day with oh my gosh, Benicio del Toro, and also Tim Robbins. That was a great movie that we watched yesterday, and it was so touching. It was from the end, it was situated like at the end of Balkan War. That was in former Yugoslavia. And it really touched the nerve, guys, because when that war started, we were actually there in Croatia for our summer vacation. We own a vacation house over there, my family. So I was there with my parents and with my younger sister. And one day we are sitting on a beach, and we hear these military planes over our heads. They were just flying, and it was just weird. Suddenly people got up and they started leaving the beach frantically, and we were just sitting there watching all these planes, you know, wondering what on earth is happening. So we got back to the house and the lady, we were staying at this apartment house. It was way before we purchased that vacation property. So we were renting apartments. It was pretty common back then that you could just rent the whole apartment. And the landlord, they usually live downstairs, and they had few apartments, fully functional units where the family were staying. And you know, if you wanted, you could pay a little bit, or maybe family liked you, like we were going to this lady for years, every year, and you know, we recommended, so she got business from us, so you know, we didn't have to pay for the food. So every evening she was cooking some specialty from Croatian cuisine. It was usually like 99% of their cuisine are fish and olive oil, you know, specialties with olive oil, and their fabulous bread. I mean, I love these, I love their cuisine. So we got there and nobody's cooking outside, like these common ruckus that was happening like every time or every day. You know, it was quite common that she was already running around, getting ready to cook, or already grilling the fish. And her husband was just doing some things. Nobody was out there. We could just hear the TV really loud. All three of her sons, who were living in Switzerland, and I think they still live in Switzerland these days, they were there with their families as well, visiting. So it was a full house, literally. Us, her family, few more tourist families, because it was a huge, like she had 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 apartments for guests, plus across the street there was a family house for her sons. They had apartments over there. So it was literally full house, guys, and everybody's there downstairs in that kitchen when she was cooking mussels, you know, these little sea creatures. But everybody was literally glued, guys, to the TV, and that was when the war started. All the highways were closed, so we were basically stuck there. We were at the Murter, that's an island near Zagreb, and we were there, and all the highways were closed because of the bombing and all these troops. Not nice things were happening. You know how it's at wartime. And when I say wartime, I really mean it, guys, because that night suddenly we could hear the bombs going off, and as it got dark, the whole island ran up the hill, because there was this biggest hill and there was a church up there. So literally hundreds and hundreds of people ran up there. We went there out there too, to see what was happening, and we could see the smoke and lights. As it got dark, we could see the cities burning from the bombs. And you know, it was just, we could hear the bombs at first, and then we could see just cities burning, and they were burning for the whole night. And for the next 2 or 3 days, it was just horrible. And my grandparents were going crazy back in my country, in Slovakia, calling all the time. There was some evacuation by boats and ships, but people were leaving their cars behind and everything, and it was still not safe, because some of these ships were stopped and by militia. It was just, oh my gosh, it was not good. So we were consulting this with the lady. Her sons were there from Switzerland, so you know, of course she was not going to lie to us, and she said nobody's going anywhere. It's the safest is here. Stay put. They do not fight on islands. There was no bombing or any shooting, you know, anything like that on islands. So we were one of the islands, so we were pretty much safe there. So every day for the next 5 weeks that we were there, of course the beaches were empty. Nobody was really vacationing. Restaurants were just, you know, we went to restaurants a few times, but everybody was just watching TV, glued to the TV, and there was mobilization. So all guys who were in the age, I think it's from the age 18 up until 45 or 50. That's the age when they can fight in a war. So all of them were called for a duty. So since Milenka, that was our landlord and our friend, her sons were technically citizens of Switzerland. They had double citizenship, but they were still citizens of Croatia as well. So they were in danger to being called, and they were actually called to serve, but she got hysterical. They had little babies, and it was just horrible. So she packed them and she put them on this little boat and sent them off to these teeny tiny abandoned islands there. And a lot of young men who just did not want to go to participate in this horrible war. These people went over there and were basically hiding for 20 days until the mobilization went through, and you know, and some people who are patriots were kind of like, well, what is that, you know? It's the time when your country needs you. But the truth is, it was not. I mean, all wars are horrible and they are unnecessary and stupid. All kind of violence. I'm so anti-war, ladies. I'm just going to say it here. I know this is a reborn channel, but I just absolutely do not agree with violence. And I know that sometimes when the country is attacked, of course there must be brave young men and women who will go and, you know, protect the country. But that particular war in Yugoslavia, it was just a massacre, guys, on all sides. It was a massacre. When we were returning after those 5.5 weeks, if not more, I remember being there the whole summer. It was years ago, guys. But when I remember going, it was when UNPROFOR finally started, you know, they got, it was an international help. There were people and army men and women from all around the Europe, and also Americans as well. So these people were creating these convoys for us, for people, for tourists who just finally could leave, who wanted to go back to their countries. They were kind of creating these protected convoys, like there was one armed vehicle on front and the other one at on the back, you know. And what we saw while going through these villages, these little tiny towns and cities, they were just lovely before. You could just little cities up there in hills, full of life and full of oleander flowers. I remember those flowers from Greece and Yugoslavia, just these gorgeous oleanders. And they were just so vibrant. And you could hear cicadas everywhere. And when we were going back there, these cities were burned down, guys. You couldn't see one human being there. And just the houses were just one bullet hole after another. Everything was destroyed. It was total destruction, guys. Split waterfalls, which is one of the most beautiful places down there in Croatia, they were completely closed because they were mines over there. So, and everything, we couldn't even stop, guys. There was no stopping for restroom or anything, because there were still these militia troops, you know, as in any war, these people who are not really good people, like they're more like bandits, and they were preying on tourists and of course, you know, robbing unknowing tourists and raping sometimes. It was just awful things that happened at the wartime. So that was then, but where was I with these guys? I wanted to talk about something. My lord, I can't remember. But anyways, we got released to the safety. Oh yes, oh, I was talking about the movie. So that movie that I watched yesterday, it's called Perfect Day, and it's after this war, post-war, but it's not, there is no fighting, no violence in that movie. It's more like what happens afterwards. And there are a few characters, just Benicio del Toro, I love the guy, and also Tim Robbins, super duper, still very handsome, even though he's at certain age right now. But it's a great movie. So ladies, if I can recommend that movie, I would really love to recommend that. And I don't know, I'm not going to put anything on her because her feeties are so cute and they're so pink now. Mommy's really enjoying those little feeties. Yeah, you're so cute. Your mommy's little princess. Auntie Susie really did a great job, Charlie. This poor Charlie, guys. My little poor boy. And I'm going to just put the little thing because I just really like very subtle hair accessories. And she is so cute, guys. Aren't you? Aren't you, little Melon? Mama's girl. And I look absolutely horrific, ladies, today. So I'm just, hopefully you couldn't see a lot on the camera. I just really wanted to kiss that little feetie. And here's my little baby. I'm going to snuggle him too. So yes, ladies, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can see well little Melon in her wonderful outfit here. In our Blues Mondays. I know she shouldn't be sitting because she's just 3 months old, but let me show her there. And look at this little precious girl. Oh my goodness. And Charlie, those little two guys, I love them. And I'm not going to put the boots on her at all. Okay, ladies, so thank you so much again for stopping by. I have news coming into my nursery. I'm still waiting for a few things to come so I could put it together. So hopefully you will stick around. I want to wish you a wonderful and successful week, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.